Fed up with reading content that seems interchanged with words a robot might use? Me too. That is why everything you'll see here is written in a natural voice. I talk with you using your usual vocabulary and make the conversation feel natural. Why? Ideas should be interesting, even if they are not simple, and hard work should not be part of learning. Take a moment to relax, enjoy something to drink, and enjoy talking with me. Hello everyone, and welcome to my YouTube family. ZN Physio here, and this is ZN Learning, your place for improving your English by having fun. I am very happy to talk about learning English while sleeping because it's such an interesting idea. Yes, that is what I said. While you are in deep sleep, your brain is learning English. It sure does sound exciting, doesn't it? Think about waking up each morning knowing your English got a little better without you lifting a finger. I am going to explain everything you must know in this episode. I will explain the brain functions during sleep, whether there is such a thing as sleep learning in English, and how you can organize your special sleep learning routine. I will present the ideas as simply and as neatly as I can. That helps you process every explanation, which could let you start playing today. Let's all get comfy, tune in, and pick up some useful lessons. Let's get going in finding out about learning English while we sleep. So now, we can explore what goes on in our brain while we are asleep. Seeing this will highlight why sleep provides a good opportunity for learning. Our brain doesn't completely shut down when we are sleeping. In reality, it is very active. It takes care of us by ridding our body of harmful chemicals, organizing memories, and assisting in healing. Sleep happens in different levels. It is very important for deep sleep to occur. Your body is resting deeply, but your brain continues to organize and save what you have learned. In other words, it is saving the things you acquired during the day. Protecting your files is a bit like putting them in a secure folder on your computer. Next is a state known as light sleep. Your brain is in a state that allows some thoughts in during light sleep. It is still able to hear small noises, such as soft background music or someone speaking. If you are having a rest, your brain can pick up even simple sounds around you. Sense of this, some scientists claim that hearing a new language, like English, as you sleep can be useful. Your brain is calm, but it can notice both words and sounds nearby. Sleep doesn't replace waking study, but it can make your memory grow. Isn't that a really impressive idea? Our brain never rests, keeping work up even when we are catching up on rest. Now that you know what the brain is doing during sleep, the next question would be, are there actually methods to study English during sleep? We can start by figuring out, after all of this, you could be thinking, do our bodies actually take in new information during sleep? Actually, it's not an easy answer. I can outline it for you in a more simple way. This is what scientists say about the subject. Certain research demonstrates that our brains can sort out and understand the things we learned during waking hours while we are sleeping. Memory consolidation is what happens in this stage. It means our brain moves things we learned while awake into permanent memory as we sleep. Yet there is something key to note. Learning stops during sleep. Not everyone is going to learn English perfectly by listening to an audiobook overnight. The process is not what you think it is. Don't let the idea of selling cause you stress. We might not be able to learn everything, though we are able to learn some things better when we sleep quietly. Vocabulary words. Hearing new sounds or words as you sleep helps your brain save them in your mind. Listening skills. The brain can still detect and recognize easy English sounds or chats, which can enhance how much English you understand. There's something special to tell you here. Our mind is programmed to recognize patterns. Repetitively listening to English when you can concentrate might help you notice the language patterns. It's just like listening to a song you really like again and again. At the beginning, you hear the sounds and don't understand any words, but later on, you begin to recognize them. It is like how we can pick up English even when we are sleeping. It is important to practice speaking or grammar only when your mind is sharp and you are awake. Sleeping with the radio on in a different language will not teach you to speak well. Sleep can really boost your efforts to learn new things. Can you actually pick up English language skills when you are asleep? From a certain point of view, phone apps can play that role. It isn't magic, though it is useful for boosting the things you are already familiar with and introducing you to fresh vocab and words. Here are some steps that make it possible for you to learn English even when sleeping. Have you prepared yourself? Let's go. Gather together everything you need to teach and organize it ahead of time. The starting point is choosing the right music or recording. Pick audio that uses language you understand to begin with. This could be a vocabulary practice list, a small conversation session in English, or a podcast in English, with words spoken at a slow and clear pace. Picking easy and straightforward sentences is best, so your brain understands the message without trying hard. It's important to avoid choices that are too tough or go too quickly. You hope that English can be understood without you even realizing you're asleep. You are able to create your own music recordings. Write down the phrases or sentences you want to practice learning. Slowly and clearly say these last lines, and then listen to the recording as you fall asleep. In this setup, you can be sure to hear and use the exact voice and phrases you want to practice. Arrange the greenhouse to your needs. Let's next discuss the environment. Arrange your room so it is calm and cozy for sleeping. If the environment is too loud or bright, your brain may not be able to pay attention to English. Whenever playing audio, set your headphones or speaker to a very low volume. It's okay if the voice doesn't sound absolutely perfect. Your brain has the ability to catch some words, even when they are soft. Some folks opt for sleep headphones, which are optimized to be comfortable when you are lying down. You should use them if you want to filter the sound without it being too loud. When to send a press release counts. When is the right time to start using English audio? Ideally, start listening as you are lying in bed close to falling asleep. Set the audio to play for about 30 minutes or for an hour. When your brain starts deep sleep, it can take in the sounds and words that are being used. Should you listen while sleeping, the audio will keep playing and your mind will continue to familiarize itself with the new vocabulary. Being consistent is the most important thing. The main rule is to be consistent. Similar to studying English in the daytime, sleeping learning also needs you to set aside time. To improve your listening skills, practice listening to English every evening. The more you practice, the more your brain will improve at picking up and remembering each word. Don't try to rush the process by thinking you'll be fluent soon after beginning. Progress in rehabilitation happens slowly, though steadily at first. Make a routine that helps you relax. Sleep learning works well as a way to relax at night before bed. I have a terrific suggestion. The first step is to have calming music or a peaceful story played in English to you. After a while, when it's time for bed, start playing the English program. It is best not to use screens close to your bedtime because the light can disturb your sleep. It will assist you in improving your English and also sleeping better each night. Use positive affirmations. I came across this interesting trick. You may play motivating English audio as your background music while sleeping. Examples of these are sentences that give short, positive advice such as, I study English each and every day. I practice English and see steady improvement each day. I have confidence in learning and in what I can do. After all, sleep learning is not enough to master English. Getting involved with other techniques like reading, speaking, and daily practice is usually the best. You should not rely only on sleep learning. Add it to your other ways of studying. For some people, sleep learning won't be as effective, and that's fine. All brains are different from each other. If what you are doing isn't noticeable at the beginning, don't be disappointed. You should remember to keep learning and practice often. So, you will not become fluent right away. You won't focus on hard grammar in this phase. You can't use sleep learning by itself, and its effectiveness varies from person to person. With this point in mind, I'll give you some further tips and encouragement in the next section. One more thing before we end this episode. Be patient since your efforts will be rewarded in time, and don't stop seeking motivation as it will help you go even further. Taking your time is the key to succeeding. It's important to know that learning a language takes time. Be patient because sleep learning won't provide immediate or big improvements. Keeping consistent is what leads to success. You should try to watch or listen to English for 20 to 30 minutes every day. The better you understand the sounds and words in your sleep, the more you will get out of practicing in the daytime. Although sleep learning is valuable, make sure to practice in a more active way during your days. Use English for conversations, read stories, write down your thoughts in English, and observe videos in the same language. Make it a habit to practice during the day what you have learned while sleeping. Faith in slow improvements will get you closer to your goals. Even the tiniest contribution is helpful. If you just memorize a few words or gain a little more understanding of English daily, it still shows improvement. Small achievements should not be overlooked, since they are important overall. Keep motivated. Always continue to motivate yourself. Being fluent in English happens in stages, and you shouldn't rush things. Be confident and understand that every day you'll get better. You are succeeding at what you do. Therefore, continue listening to English, keep practicing, and most importantly, like what you are doing. I really appreciate your time in listening to today's episode. I hope this explains why you should think about learning English during your sleep. Bear in mind, this tool can be entertaining and useful for you. Should you at times feel unhappy with your progress, remember that anything you do is still a valuable step forward. Remember to keep checking our page for tips that will help you keep improving your English. Have a good rest and a good day of learning, and I look forward to talking with you soon. Today's episode is now wrapped up. This has been a wonderful day, and I'm grateful you were there. I
Hello.
am sure you picked up some valuable advice on
Hello.
using sleep to help your English skills. Keep in mind, learning a language happens over time, and all your efforts, even while you are asleep, make a difference. If you liked the episode, be sure to subscribe so you can listen to all the episodes. You can also share this episode with those who are trying to learn English too. There is no limit to how many friends we have. Feel free to tell me anything or ask me if you are uncertain about anything. I'd be happy to get a message from you. Don't stop practicing, always stay motivated, and keep reminding yourself that you can do it. Get good sleep, pay attention in class, and join me in the next episode.